Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC wildcard weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. It's the first carry for the Wisconsin rookie. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one. And got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They kick the running back in motion. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to hold him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he gets this forward to the 19. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Working inside the red zone. Caught near the goal line. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down, ball at the 36. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Rolling left, buying some time.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Another carry for him. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they will score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs start off well to tie things 7-7. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. It's a pickup of 11. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that one. I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Make some good plays today. They go play action on first. Gets everything he has under this throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Second and 10 now. Complete out to the right. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Benson now from the gun. Works his way to the 35. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans take a second quarter lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. On the move, past the 40. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and goal, right back to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, Kate, you better know what you're doing if you venture outside with just a yard to go. It's one thing to look at your coordinator, but it's another to have to look at that O-line coach when you bounce outside to nowhere.
Mahomes to throw for it. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
Coach's challenge to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he was just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Leo Chanel makes the play. And the Chiefs take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd and short, here's Mahomes. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. Looking for the back that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Able to get it to Benson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 47. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's a throw. He lets one fly deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Titans sending out Ryan Stonehouse now on 4th down to, in turn, send a punt away. Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 45 yards on the punt there. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Mahomes. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing is Mahomes. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Breaks free in the center of the field. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3. Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Slot man motioned over. Play action on 1st down. That's low and bounces short of his man.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. He'll throw it. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Chiefs will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 18 on second down. Dumps it off to his running back. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. Defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Titans make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
14.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. And it's going to be second down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they're the quickest reactions as well. You needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
First down throw, Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Man in motion out of the slot. From just shy of midfield on second down. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Working inside the red zone. Dump off caught by his back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at a 4th down. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Butker on now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. It's Benson on the give. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Allen on the catch. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Turning to Benson on 3rd. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here. To throw here on 1st down. He's on the move. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Oh no, they get him yet again. Has a hole left, room to run. The 30. Gets the 10. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
They want to run it across. And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Getting right back to it after that interception. Trying for the deep ball. It's complete. Oh my, they left him wide open downfield. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. That one right down the middle. And the Titans trim the deficit down to 5. after making this a 5-point ball game. They kick it off. Returning it from the 4. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
And the struggle seeping into the ground game now as he's held up at the line.
As a corner in this league, oh, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Here's a nickel look by the Titans. Third down. One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Chiefs football. Just defense looking to defend the marker on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Titans will get set to take over. They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, they're going to throw. He lobs it deep middle. He's got it inside the 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a fourth quarter lead. Here we go. The Titans setting up for a big two-point attempt.
The Titans will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. On the move, headed right. And it falls incomplete. Can't make that pass work, so as a result, they will not be able to push their new lead to a field goal. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Back to throw Mahomes. Called in by Worthy. And And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 36. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he cuts it back right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Putting the tight end in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 28. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
And the Titans opting for a 50B, a nickel set, third down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Brought in right side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down from the red zone. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. On target to Worthy. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this first and goal. Cut out left. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for 2nd and goal. Another throw for Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
He's back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Here are the Chiefs facing a massive 2-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Running back sent in motion. Setting up to pass. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. That throw finds Okonkwo. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
3rd and just 2 to go. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. They kick the running back in motion. Desperation time here on 4th. He's got it. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in.
And the pressure's there. He goes down. The sack denies them the 2-point conversion. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. First and 10 now from the 30. One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over.